Hello, welcome to our class about how to overcome the fear of driving. Usually people has a lot of fear to drive, to hit your car, to do wrong things while you are learning how to drive. So when you are avoiding this challenge, it will grow inside of you. It's a fear that grows as much as you run. It is growing and it's a little bit out of control. And usually when you are trying to overcome this challenge in your life, you have some difficulties, you have some things to learn, you have to deal better with your mistakes without that self-judgment. So when you are facing a challenge, you won't remember all your mistakes, but you will bring the behavior, you will bring the fear of making something wrong in your life as you did in your past. And it's really funny because you don't remember what happened in your past, because it's usually something that you feel bad when you remember, that is not comfortable have that memory in your life. But you will bring the fear, you will bring the model behavior related with that experience in your life. So when you make a mistake and you don't know how to deal better with it, with self-judgment, feeling guilty, it's not good because you don't forgive yourself about what happened in your past, and you start repeating again in your life that behavior you learned in your past. So when some coachee tells me that it is a huge challenge to drive, it's really difficult to deal with the feelings and the thoughts that you have when you are trying to learn how to drive, I usually ask, when did you learn to have fear of your challenges? Because everything that we have in our lives, we learn it in some time. And I will tell you more. Someone taught you how to feel like that, how to deal with your mistakes and with your worries like that. And try to think about, just for 1 second, if you don't have this difficulty, pick another one. But try to think about the difficulties that you have to drive, and you may close your eyes and try to go to that time, the time that you have to drive, and you can hear what you usually hear when you are driving, you can see what you usually can see, and you can feel what you feel when you are driving. And with your eyes closed, pay attention about your feelings and about your thoughts. And you may open your eyes and tell me, how do you feel now, as I can hear you? You can make a list of all the feelings and all the thoughts that you had in this experience. And now you already have this list of feelings and thoughts. You may create a connection to discover, to understand better each one of these. And you may close your eyes and pick one. Make a choice of the most important feeling or thought that you have in this experience, and create a connection to understand it better, saying welcome in the name of the feeling or the thought. And you may open your eyes. How do you feel? I hope you feel better. And sometimes you don't, you just feel a little bit weird. It's strange because I'm saying welcome worry, welcome fear, welcome I don't know what to do when I'm driving, welcome I feel lazy when I'm driving, I feel hopeless when I'm driving, I think that I'm gonna kill someone when I'm driving. And you have to say welcome. Because if you don't understand this feeling, if you don't make this connection, you won't find the medicine to overcome this disease. So I'm gonna ask you to do it again, okay? Close your eyes, make this connection with the feeling or your thought, your worry, your fear, and say welcome with the name of the feeling or the thought. Okay, open your eyes. How do you feel now? Better? So let's solve it. But I'm gonna ask you, when did you create this behavior of feeling worry or to feel the fear in this situation, this kind of situation? For example, when you are driving, you are doing something new, you have some risks, you can make some mistakes, and you can have some consequences. And try to think about your past. When did you have some similar situation of, I have something to learn, it's difficult, I have some consequences if I make mistakes. Try to discover in your mind, traveling to your past, and try to find some situation that you learned to feel this fear or to feel this, that you are out of control, you don't have the control, you are available of making mistakes or feeling hurt or hurt someone. For example, I have a coachee that she has a lot of fear of driving, and we discovered, just talking about her past, that fear was created in a bad experience. And she could remember that when she tried to do something in her life, when she made a test and she failed, she felt like insecure, she felt like worry, with a huge fear of making mistakes. And in that time, she created the experience, the behavior of, I have fear of something that I don't know if I'm strong enough to overcome it. And she is just copying this behavior and bringing it to the present, to other really different situation, but doing the same thing. And you can try to discover in your memory if you can remember of any situation that happened in your past that is really similar to this situation in your present. Maybe it's something completely different, but you have the same situation of fear, worries, difficulties. And when you discover that time, the place that the fear was created, you can go there. So please close your eyes, come back to this time, and try to see what you saw, hear what you heard, and feel what you felt. You can make this connection with all the feelings and the thoughts that you had at that time. And you may open your eyes and tell me, what was the main feeling that you discovered? What was the main thought that you had? And you may close your eyes again and say, welcome for this feeling or for this thought. Making the connection, try to discover, try to understand better this feeling and this thought. Open your eyes. How do you feel now? So, what would be a good resource for you at that time if you could bring a resource, to give yourself a resource for you deal better with this situation? Maybe you could receive more patience, or maybe you could receive more faith. Maybe it would be more interesting to receive, I don't know, to allow myself to make my mistakes, learn with them without feeling guilty. So close your eyes and make the connection to the person that will give this resource for you. With your eyes closed, you can make this connection. You can see the color of the resource. You can feel the resource getting inside of you, growing inside of you. Make the connection. Feel the resource in you. And you can say, welcome in the name of the resource. And you can take the second resource, making the same strong connection with that person, a model, a person that has that resource, a person that will give it to you. And making this connection strong, you can feel the energy of this person, you can see the color of the resource, and you can feel the resource getting inside, growing in your arms, legs, in your whole body. And you can say, welcome in the name of the resource. And you can take the third resource and make the same connection, the same strong connection, this meeting in your mind, meeting with that person, receiving this energy, allowing the resource get inside of you. You can see the color of this resource. You can see the color growing inside of you, in your arms, in your legs, in your lungs, in your body, in your head, in your heart. And you may say, welcome, with the name of this third resource. So you may open your eyes. And how do you feel now? Better? So you can come back to this situation. Maybe how to drive better with more confidence. How to drive without fear or worries. How to drive feeling comfortable, relaxed. And I will ask you to close your eyes again and make this travel in your mind. Get in the car, turn on the car, and start driving. And you can go out and you can see what you will see in this ride. You can hear what you will hear. You can feel what you can feel, the confidence, the relaxed situation, the calmness inside of you. And you can take a deep breath and enjoy this time. Have fun driving, paying attention, overcoming your fears, your worries, believing in yourself, trusting yourself. And you may open your eyes. And I hope you feel better. I really hope you feel better. You feel you have to create this reality in your mind. You have to close your eyes and believe that you are driving with that confidence. And talking about my coachee, she received an ID. She's a lawyer today. She had success in that exam, that test, and she has an ID. And when she goes, every time when she goes drive, she just takes the ID, hold the ID as an anchor, and she can bring that feeling of have more confidence, be relaxed, enjoy the travel, just have fun in my ride and drive, really, no worries. And you can make the same connection with overcoming the feeling and the thoughts of your past bringing it to your present. And if you make this connection, these strong connections with the resources that you received in this situation in your past, you will have it today. And you have to practice it every day. You have to close your eyes every day and try to imagine that challenge being overcome. If you are trying to learn how to drive, you can feel the experience of open the door, close the door, turn on the car, drive a little bit, parking the car, and feeling the confidence coming to you, feeling this self-trust growing inside of you. And you can make this connection with the person that will give the resource to you. So practice every day. Close your eyes and try to imagine that challenge being overcome. So you can enjoy this travel. You have to practice every day and feeling good, creating an experience in your mind step by step in an incredible way, feeling relaxed, having fun, and enjoying this time. So, homework, put it in practice, okay? Do it every day and send us email telling us about the results, about how do you feel in this experience with using these tools. See you in our next class. Bye!